When you hear the word feminist, what do you think?
Girl.
Girls fighting for their
Women.
rights.
Do you think women have the same rights as men?
Oh, yeah.
Yes and no.
Can you give examples? When you hear feminist, the word feminist, what do you think?
Promoting like rights of women.
When you hear feminist, what do you think?
Feminism. I kind of think of like the extreme version of feminism.
At least I always think, like, when I think feminism, I think of people with like picket signs, like protesting and.
Do you think feminism is no longer necessary?
I think it's still necessary because there's still things that go on that we may not see that are still important, but
I think it's still necessary because I've heard facts about like women getting paid less and stuff like that. So I think, like, for the same jobs.
What are some stereotypes that you've heard about feminist or feminism?
raw burning, no shaving. There's a lot of stuff. Like, I took a class on this, so I've heard all this stuff.
I've heard that, like, they want men to, like, do everything for them and, like, be treated better and stuff like that than anybody else.
Okay. When you hear the word feminist, what do you think about?
I think of women, but I think of like people, or just more women in general that, I don't know, believe in their rights and feel like women are equal to men. Yeah, okay.
Do you believe feminists are only women?
No, I feel like feminists are mainly women, but there can be men out there that agree with how we think and women having our own rights and things like that.
Do you think men and women are equal?
Yes. There's nothing that separates us besides the fact that we're two different sexes or genders.
What is the difference between sex and gender?
Your sex is your biological mate. Is that right? That is right. Gender is like the society and what like roles and like characteristics they give men and women. So therefore I feel as if men and women are equal and we just have different body parts. That makes only thing makes a difference. Yeah.
And so what are some stereotypes about feminists or feminism?
I feel like some feminists are like people think that they're really stuck in their ways and they don't believe anything else besides feminist things. That wasn't a really good answer, but
when you hear the word feminist or feminism, what do you think?
I think of a feminist as someone who stands up for women's rights and just wants equality for women and the end of oppression.
I see someone who's strong and really appreciates women, and whether it's whoever it is, like they just appreciate women and what they do.
Some stereotypes that you've heard about feminists.
Aren't they hairy, smelly, and that they burn bras?
Anything else?
I've heard that too.
You've heard that too?
They're really extremists.
Yeah, like lesbian, short hair.
Anything else? Do you think feminism is still necessary?
No, not at all. I have a different theory. I feel like at one point there was like guys that had this much power, and then there was like women that were down here, but they couldn't vote, you know, and stuff like that. They're almost like property, which is unfortunate. And then all these other people, there were some of the guys that realized it, and all these women that rose up that were like, hey, you know, this is not good. We need to be equal, you know. And they got to the point where then all of a sudden more women wanted to get more equal, and all of a sudden some women got to the place that they wanted to be, and they were like, whoa, I still don't want to pay for dinner or for movies. Like, I just wanted to vote.
Equal rights, equal fight.
So then, like, half the women are now like, quiet, feminists. Let's not be completely equal. So, and then there's the other feminists that still want to just be like completely equal on every grounds and every moral and like social group and even like gender role.
Do you think men and women are equal now?
No, not at all.
Hello, my name's Erie.
Hi, I'm Janae. And we're here to debunk the 5 feminist myths.
Alright, first up we have feminism. And according to Women's Voices and Feminist Vision, classical and contemporary readings, feminism concerns equality and justice for all women, and it seeks to eliminate systems of inequality and injustice in all aspects of women's lives.
Also in our video, we talked about the difference between sex and gender. And the difference between sex and gender is that sex is your biological makeup, which makes you a man or a woman, and your gender is your culture, like if you act feminine or masculine and how you present yourself.
Next up, we cover the topic of feminists. And a feminist is someone who supports the political, economic, and social equality of all women.
And lastly, we talked about if men and women are equal, and actually men and women are not equal. According to the for American Progress, as of 2010, women who work full-time year-round only earn 77% of what a man makes.
We found that during this process, a lot of the people we interviewed were afraid of not being politically correct, so they chose silence instead of the truth. Now that you know the truth about these myths, and you know the facts, we want to spread those instead. Men, we want all of you, not just some of you, to join the movement. There's nothing wrong with backing a woman. In the book, Women's Voices, Feminist Visions, Classical and Contemporary Readings, there was an article entitled, "We Are the Ones We've Been Waiting For." In this article, it was a call to women of color to leave a legacy here. But this is not just a call to women of color. This is a call to all. Let's start spreading facts, not myths. Thank you.